listen, I know you're listening to me, yeah? We've all been through it. I don't want anyone coming on here saying that they've never been through a heartbreak. We all have.
What do you want to tell people then?
In different ways.
We have all been served breakfast. And this is not the breakfast that involves bread, egg, tea.
No.
No. This is the one where they make you wake, like, you go to the door, you wake me, you're like, hey! Then you turn back. I went through it. I never knew what it means. Like
I'm telling you.
Like you wake up at 12 midnight and you look at the time and you realize that you have like 3 or 7 more hours until daytime. You are like, and then you turn. Heartbreak is not funny.
It's not easy. So we want to hear your first time experiences of a heartbreak. It could be in a relationship or it could be something else. I mean, we've all gone through heartbreaks, right? Mm-hmm. So we want to hear your experiences, your first time. Come and teach somebody about, relationship, because we started from first crush.
Right.
Went through proposal. Went through
we have J6. And we have am I forgetting this thing? I cannot be forgetting this.
We had best friends.
Yeah, we have best friends.
Yes.
What makes a best friend, and we have what makes a relationship, a first relationship.
Yes.
And we had a lengthy conversation about what makes a relationship healthy. Indeed. And what are the red flags. And of course, we have beautiful contributions from everybody.
And today we're coming
with
to the other side, the other side.
The other side.
Well, not like for talk but all man like for talk but if that makes sense.
I mean, if we're here today laughing, it's because, I feel like experience is the best teacher.
It is.
It is the best teacher. And we're all one way or the other. I see that you have been served or you have served somebody breakfast. But either way, we all learned a lesson from it and we all moved on from it. And somehow it makes us better. Yeah, better than we were before. So you can go ahead and share your experience of waiting, what led to that and what you learned from it and how you were able to move on from it. Because I'm sure right now there are people that are listening, because even last Saturday, a guy that is 27 years old that sent a message saying, it don't know about breakfast and he has been single for so long, like he's scared to go into another relationship.
Yeah.
So whatever information that you might share today might help that guy or so many other people for, move on and find love again. So
exactly. And we want to tell people out there that, everybody goes through a heartbreak. Everybody goes through a first time experience of something, but we all heal and we all move on. And know that you're always going to find love again. Trust me, because maybe that person was not the right person for you. And I have a beautiful quote that's going to encourage you if you are going through a heartbreak. It's a quote from Marilyn Monroe. She says, "Sometimes good things fall apart, so better things can fall together." So that's a positive encouragement.
I cannot believe I'm watching myself.
That's a positive encouragement for you out there if you're going through it now or you've been through it. It says sometimes sometimes good things fall apart, so better things can fall together.
I know.
I think that's an amazing quote.
I know.
Yes.
I think for me, what I learned from heartbreak, even though it's early, it's just that you see, life, we're writing our stories, right? And every story has a chapter, and certain people are meant just for chapter A, or chapter 1, 2, 3 of your life. They're not meant to be throughout your story.
The sequel
of the story. No, they're the part of part 1. With part 1 done, it's done. But some people, they get stuck in part 1. They feel like part 1 is their whole life, forgetting that they have a whole book that they're writing. So the essence of of this program today is to actually be able to learn how to move away from whatever don't happen, whatever don't break we, so we can actually make a better life for ourselves. And this quote from Marilyn Monroe, I mean, that's just phenomenal, because also all good things they come for can't stay.
Exactly. So we want you to call us on 088-971-971 here on Radio Fry Fry and answer the first 2 questions for us. When was your first heartbreak? And secondly, what were the lessons learned? We want to know your story. We want people to know your story. And don't forget, it's radio. No one can see you.
No.
Yes, just call us. Share your story. Change your name. Change your voice. Nobody not going to tell us that you they call her. Change all your description. We just want to know your story. For let you touch somebody in hearts this morning. Let you give encouragement to somebody this morning. Because we've all gone through a heartbreak. We're going to go on a music break. And we'll come back and receive your calls, messages from Facebook, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp call, everything. We'll receive everything. Just call us on 088-971-971. We're going on a break.
You talk, we listen on Fry Radio.
Now, 9:33 from us to the clock, and today is the 10th day of January 2022. A happy new year to you listening right now. And if you are just joining us, you are listening to Fry Radio on 97.1. And a gentle reminder that we are in 5 major cities in Sierra Leone. That is Freetown, Bo, McKinney, Kenema, and Kono. But the sweet side is we did all side. And this time the breakfast mix with me, Kamara, Sarah Kamara, and
Brigitte Dawson to say.
Of course, we're there every Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And for this month of January, we actually focus on first time experiences. And for today's topic, your first heartbreak. Ow. Wow, the first person will serve you breakfast.
Ow.
How would that feel like? So you can be part of the conversation on 088-971-971. You can call we, send text message, or even call we on WhatsApp and send message on WhatsApp. We make sure we go read them, because right now this na me and you we need to share with story, because we really can't say with you right now.
Exactly. We'll come to share our own story.
You're not ready for you, because I'm still trying to recover. I'm
trying to find the words.
Me too. Because I don't want to say anything implicating.
Yes.
You know, you never know who might be listening.
It's true.
Never know who might be listening.
We have a message from Willett James on Facebook. She says, "Good morning. You guys are lovely today. I am glued."
Ooh.
Well, good morning to you, Willett James. Hope you're enjoying the show. So our second quote, which is more heartfelt. Camry, do us the justice of reading it.
I'll definitely do the justice of doing it.
Remember, you can call us on 088-971-971 to be part of the show, and you can call us and share your own experience of a heartbreak. Who broke your heart? Tell us.
Who is that person that made you go, oh my God?
I'm telling you.
So this quote says, "I have felt heartbreak so painful. I could swear my heart had an everlasting crack. If I don't know anything, I know for sure I am a testament that people heal from the most unbearable heartache.
Oh.
Feel the pain, but I promise you, your pain isn't everlasting. You will heal."
Indeed.
Definitely.
I think that's a good one. That's another positive quote, right?
Yeah, it's a
Let
positive
you know
one.
you're still going to go through it.
Yeah.
But you're still going to come out of it, and you're going to heal.
Yeah,
So-
I think people, most times, they tend to deprive themselves of feeling. I think it's humans, right? We tend to condition ourselves, feel like happiness is
Yes.
the only emotion that is
To be
meant to be
felt.
felt.
Yes.
We shy away from pain and we ask ourselves, oh, why do I feel this way?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, these emotions are there because they're meant to be felt. If you don't allow yourself to feel the pain, there's no way you're healing from it.
Exactly.
And I think that's one thing, key takeaway from our conversation around January 6th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about something, allowing yourself to live through it helps you with dealing and healing from it. So right now we can't talk ball.
We own personal one. First, I want to read some heartbreak letters.
Really? Oh my God, that's interesting.
I mean, they're very short,
Okay.
but they're straight to the point. And maybe someone out there has received a letter, a Facebook message,
Right.
a text message,
Right.
or maybe right in your face. I don't know. Whichever format it came in, I don't know. We want to hear from you, but I just want to encourage you just to help you to heal. So I have one. I think it's a young person that wrote this one. It's from Delandrel
Okay.
to Crystal.
Oh,
And Delandrel says, "I'm breaking up with you."
that's
As direct as that. And this is PS, happy anniversary though, 1 month.
how is how
It's really hard to do this. Can you imagine? They broke up with the person on their 1 month anniversary.
and she's even wishing. Wow,
Yes, that's
Dalandrel.
deep.
Dalandrel, please.
That's deep,
I don't
man.
know. I don't know what's going on. That's really, really deep. That's a double dose.
That's a double dose.
That's a double dose. Do you have another one?
I have another one from Rachel. Rachel says, "Sean, I'm breaking up with you. You have not talked to me since the day you asked me out. That was 3 months ago. You need to get it together or you'll never get married and that would be sad. You should get married, just not to me."
Oh my God.
I mean, these are from young people.
These
but
are from really young people.
These are from young people, but this is actually what happens even in adulthood, right?
Right.
You have some people who break up with you like literally on your anniversary, or like, you know, on a day that you're supposed to be
Happy.
commemorating something
Yeah.
happy. And then on other times you have them saying, "Oh, it's not me, it's you. I can't get married
That's
to
the
you."
worst.
or-
That's the worst one. That's the worst one. I think I recently I've been trying to go get that a tweet. It's on Twitter. I saw it. Was it last week? Yes, I saw it on Twitter when a poster tweeted that a friend of his actually saw her boyfriend of 5 years getting married. Like, he didn't tell her that he was getting married. Like,
To somebody
she
else?
she just showed pictures of their wedding
Oh my
on
goodness.
on Instagram, and he says, I think as men we need to stop doing this.
Yeah.
And I think that's very, very, very important, because at the end of the day, we all know who want to get married. That's what we were talking about last week when we talked about relationships, right?
Yeah.
What makes a relationship work, and what do you look for in a relationship? And in as much as we tend not to admit it, but when you meet somebody, you know if this is a person I want to spend the rest of my life with,
Yeah.
or this is somebody I don't want to spend the rest of my life with. If you have figured that out, and you know that this person is not somebody I want to spend the rest of my life with, why
Yeah.
be with them? Why
Yeah.
waste their time where you're searching for somebody else? And you don't even like. Sometimes breaking up with somebody, it might hurt, but it will appreciate you and the honesty that you like, you being honest, you being able to tell them, okay, I don't think this
It's
will work.
working.
And that,
Yep.
that is what courtship is about, right? We come together, we see if we can work. If it doesn't, then we go our separate ways.
Yeah.
But what is important is that we tell people, this is it. Rather than just leaving them hanging, hoping that, oh, we are on the same page, then boom, something happens and they get to find out, not you telling them, but on social media. I think that happens a lot now.
Yeah.
And that's where this social media banter comes in, start posting receipts, trying to break up the marriage. But I think it's Salone Durande again, right?
I don't know.
That way, he's saying, if this doesn't want to get married, please raise your hands. They still do it in
No,
churches.
there's still it's always going to be part of it.
That's great.
And then in fact, I read on WhatsApp the other day, I was sent something that in Sierra Leone they want to make marriages public because of all these heartbreaks that are going on. The government of Sierra Leone actually wants to do that, wants to make the pictures public. It says here, Sierra Leone government announces new policy for everyone who wants to get married, and they're going to publish all the pictures. So if the public has anything against that couple getting married, they should declare it there and then. So no more secret marriages.
Marriage ain't going to happen again. But I think this going reduce what I'm talking about, right?
Exactly,
Because
exactly.
if you're about to get married and you're acting a certain way, I would just go on, the website and search for your name. And if you come up, I begin file documents once, and because you're not going to do that to me. Oh wow!
Yeah, so let me just read the article really quickly. It's very short.
Okay.
It says the government of Sierra Leone has developed a new system to publish names and photos of people who wish to get married in the country. The system, which is controlled by the Office of the Administrator and Registrar General, releases details of people who are registered with the intention to get married. The office publishes the names, pictures and other details of the intending couple, requesting that the general public should indicate whether there is any reason that could stop such wedding from taking place. This, according to many people, prevents people who are married already to do other secret weddings.
Yeah, so you see, it's very, 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 very important. So, but
The drama done boku
Is there
now.
a petition that we need to sign? Because I'm definitely signing, and I'm getting everybody else
Yes.
that is on my contact to sign that petition.
Yes.
We have this. That's a really good initiative.
It is.
It will save a lot of people heartbreak, and that's not really fun.
And
Dealing with
teach
heartbreak-
people that you really have to be genuine.
Yeah,
Because, hearts are very fragile. I always describe hearts like an egg.
yeah,
When it's in a raw state, you mistake, you drop it, you break it,
Yeah.
and it's spoiled forever. So remember that when you're dealing with people, you're dealing with people's emotions, and you could damage somebody for life. You have no idea what you're doing, the damage that you're causing.
Right.
And maybe I could heal from it, but maybe Camry in the same instance cannot. We're all very different. We all have different mental statuses, right? On how we cope with things. So you can't take things for granted on how you deal with people. Even if you have to break up with somebody for whatever reason, you really have to take your time in how you do it, how you say it. And like Camera say, if you really are not into somebody, just make it very, very clear. Make it clear from the beginning. Don't waste their time and, put them through all this torture. Imagine 5 years. Spending 5 years of your life, like,
sometimes the thing
with
where people
somebody.
don't know is time cannot be time is something that is priceless. I
Yes.
mean, we all chase money, but time is something that can never be recovered.
Mm-hmm.
Once you don't lose that time, there is no way you're getting it back, and that's what people fail to understand.
Yes.
If somebody don't give 5, 6, 7, 8 years of in life to
Mm-hmm.
you, that is something. You cannot just wake up and decide, okay, I don't want you again. I'm not even going to tell you. You're going to find out on your own on social media. That's why karma is real.
Yeah.
Because no matter when you hurt somebody and you don't atone for it, God the same way for punish you. I think we need a Bible verse to support this. We need a Bible verse for set people them in the right track.
Okay, so if you're just joining us, this is Radio Fry Fry on 97.1 FM here in Aberdeen. Our studios is at 49 Johnson Street in Aberdeen. We are located in 5 major cities: Freetown, Bow, Kenema, Connaught, and McKinney. We are reaching over 3.5 million people.
Yes.
3.5 million. I mean, that's an achievement on our
That's
own
only
side. And you can listen to us everywhere, anywhere, anytime. And our topic for today is your first heartbreak. We want you to share your story.
Are you kidding me? Like, this is really happening. Somebody just sent us the link on Facebook. I think it is Mohammed Ibrahim Kamara, and he says the website is www.marriagesl.com.
Yes.
And I just clicked on it and voila, here they are. And I don't want to disclose it, but their identities are already disclosed. I think on the 10th day of February 2022, happening at Roxy Building, Ibrahim Blessing Kamara weds Aminata Unisa Fofana.
Wow.
So
Loud
this is
and
really
clear.
happening. This
Loud
is
and clear.
Yeah, it's loud and clear. So okay, I like the government as well. This is very commendable.
It's going to add on transparency, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I think it's very important because a lot of relationships are suffering. A lot of people have spent their time with somebody or has given so much or so many years, and then they find out that the person was actually married and had a whole other life.
Right.
Which is heartbreaking. Like, I don't know how someone can move from that. It
I think
really
people-
is heartbreaking.
People lack this thing called empathy.
Yes.
Because when you empathize with your fellow human, you realize that, okay, this is how you put yourself in their position. You get to understand how exactly they will feel if the same thing is done to you. So that makes you that will make you say, okay, you know what, make another do this to this person. But if this is a person I don't want to be with for the rest of my life, then I have to sit him or her down and let that person know, say, okay, this is this. I think, we had a good run. We've been together for years, but I don't think I want to spend my forever with you. And I'm sorry about that. You genuinely apologize and try to get them on the same page with you. They might be hurt, but I feel like they will respect you more because,
Yes.
you are at least honest with them. And that will retain some certain amounts of friendship. Sometimes people go through divorces.
Yeah, and
you
they're
know?
still friends.
They're still friends. They're still co-parenting and people like, you are making a co-parent. I'm like,
Because they understood each other.
good, they were on the same page when they broke
Yeah.
up, but now we should just make money, let you picking there go. Like you become enemies for life, even with your
Yeah.
children. It's the ripple effect that you picking and go up, become this, deal with neglect, abandonment issues. They take that into their it's a circle
Ripple
that
effect, yeah.
the circle never ends. But today your conversation really interesting.
We have some messages on Facebook. Let's have a read of some of them. We have one from Yusuf Mosire Suma. He says, hello guys, sorry for joining you late. Would you agree with me that most breakups are caused by women?
So you want
Yusuf.
now not the chief executive officer of serving breakfast? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not too sure about that. And Yusuf also says, my first breakup is when my ex broke up with me because of a guy from Europe. Wow. Sorry about that,
Sorry.
Yusuf. But I wouldn't say that it's more women or more men.
Right.
I think it just happens across.
Yeah.
I don't have the percentage of how it actually happens because nobody does the research on that one to collate the numbers together.
Yeah.
But we're people. Let's say people. People are the causes of heartbreaks because
Right.
we cause it to ourselves. And we want to share our own personal stories. I don't know who should go first, whether myself or Camera. If you want to call us and tell us your personal story, you can call us on 088-971-971 to be part of the conversation. First heartbreak, and what are the lessons that you learned? You want to share yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Camera is one.
I I think my first heartbreak, like I say, it's important that you're both on mutual grounds, right? And I think it's my first relationship. This is the person I ever dated for the first time. We were in a relationship for a very long time, like 2 or 3 years. And at a certain point, we realized that it was never going to work because our relationship had become very toxic. You know, it was like very draining mentally, emotionally. And being with somebody is basically being with them because they make you happy. But if you find out that you're more miserable being with that person, then there's no point in you both being together.
Yep.
And you have to make the decision to be like, okay, you know, let's go our separate ways. Let's see if we can find ourselves. And if we make our way together again, that's good. But if it doesn't, okay. So I think that was it with me and my ex. And we got to that point where there was no cheating involved. There was not, but emotional abuse, of course, verbal abuse was involved, and it became draining. And so it was not me that decided, because I don't know, for some reason, women, we are so scared of ending things because we feel like it's our responsibility to nurture, to nurture something. And if to the idea that what we've been nurturing is not going to work out, it's hard to come to terms with it. So it was difficult for me to get to that point, but he did, and he was like, I don't think this is working because it has become toxic. Oh my God. I was so broken. I can remember I'd wake up 12 o'clock, I'd be like, hey, and then I turn and I was like crying and crying and crying and crying. And I read a book, When Things Fall Apart. My elder sister gave it to me, and she was like, I think you need to read this book. That will give you perspective into understanding life and how things work. I mean, I know like you don't build your life around this particular person. But you have to see life beyond that. There is life after that. So when I read this book, it's like my whole world just opened up, and I realized that, okay, this is not my whole life. It's just a chapter in my life. There's a whole book that is yet to be written. And it's left to me. Like, that's my responsibility. What I do now will define how that story ends. If I'm going to let my life end on a chapter, or I'm going to leave out a book. And so I read that book, I went through it, and I was like really liberating. And one thing I learned as well is to allow myself feel the pain. So the moment I feel like crying, I cry. The moment I feel like I'm happy, I want to be around people, I didn't force myself. I didn't tell myself, oh, you need to snap out of it, because there's no time limit. If you football and you handbook, you're not going to tell and say inside 2 or 3 months for heal. So why do we tell emotional pain to heal in just limited time? So I allow myself. I think I went through that for 2 years or 3 years. I was single, and I was not focused on relationship. I was just focused on building myself, self-improvement. I found out I was happy. So when I was ready to get in a relationship again, I knew exactly what I was looking for, what I wanted, and I am happy being where I am right now, and that's really good. That's something I can tell my 2 or 3, 5 years old self that, you know, you did something right.
Yes.
You know, and me and my ex were not in a bad place. We talk all the time. He tells me about stuff. I said, if he has something that he wants to do and he thinks I can help him with it, he texts me and I help him. And if I have something, you know, we're just in that place where we respect each other, and we just know that at a certain point in time in my life, we're meant to be together, but we cannot be together because we don't go, we don't change, and that's okay. And now we can just be friends. And that's cool. So that's my experience.
That's your experience. And coming up in the second hour, we will be talking about how do you deal with relationship breakup. But before that, and before I say my own story, don't forget you're listening to Radio Fry 97.1 FM. And this is The Breakfast Mix with me, Brigitte Dalton Sese.
And Sarah Kamara.
Yes, and today's topic is first heartbreak. And I'm going to read a message from Facebook Messenger from Samuel Wise Senesi. He says, good morning, beauties. Can't wait to share my most painful experience of a breakup. Lol.
Wow.
He said, I've never felt breakup before. I don't know how it feels. Hope to find out soon from you guys. But I've dated almost 26 different ladies from different places. Excuse me.
So yeah,
you can call us and tell us your story, okay?
It's either if you have never been served breakfast, that means he's the server of the breakfast.
I'm telling you, that's a big number. Senesi. Samuel Senesi. Please give us a call and explain to us, please, what's going on there.
And in case you don't know the number, now 088-971-971. You can also call us on WhatsApp, just in case you're not getting enough credit, or you're the cross call from.
We're okay with that.
Yeah, we're okay with that, please. I think we have a message as well on Facebook.
Okay.
It's from Yusuf Mosire Suma. He says, "My lesson learned: 1, I will never put my all into any relationship. 2, I'll try to focus much on the intention of my partner towards a relationship. And 3, I'll never trust a girl that keeps hiding her communication from me." I don't understand that part. Her communication from me, her phone or
Well, maybe just her own personal
information.
Yes.
Or that doesn't communicate
properly. Yeah.
I think that's a red flag. We mentioned that on Saturday, right?
Yes, we
That's a
did.
major red flag.
Yes, in a relationship, that is a major red flag.
Because how can you be in a relationship with somebody and you're not open and they don't know anything about you?
Yeah.
That's a major red flag. It is now 53 from Arts to the Clock. We're about to go for a music break, and when we do come back, well, we appreciate it if you can call and tell us about your first heartbreak and what lesson did you learn from it. The number is 088-971-1971. Call us on WhatsApp, send us a message, or you can also go on our Facebook, Radio Fry Fry. Engage us on, our live broadcast, or you can send a message on Messenger in case I didn't see you on story.
Yes.
Okay, and of course, I am Kamara Sarah Kamara.
And I'm Brigitte Dalton to say.
We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
You know what listeners like about our station? It's everything. Radio Fry Fry.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I feel like I thrived and serve the premium breakfast.
Able.
Because see the guy there, me do bottle. Among bottle, like still only 8, like even the bottles that he don't down, not even help him. So I don't know who's kind breakfast. And yeah, we should keep calling at the studio and tell we like what's the inspiration behind that song.
Indeed. And then we had Waterside Stone by KME. And then we just had Love Letter by Innocent. Don't forget you can call us on 088-971-971. It seems like today you guys are very shy. Because when we're talking about positive relationships, you guys were talking about breakups.
So I think probably they're not one for relieve their awful memories.
Maybe. Or maybe they're shy to give the information, but don't feel shy with us. We're here for you. We're here to listen to you.
Anymore.
Okay, you're not shy anymore.
We have one more call.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and the side the call from, please.
I'm James from Kono.
Okay.
James from Connaught, good morning.
How are you?
Fine. So share your story
What's
with
happening today, the radio? I don't know what's happening today.
Now, what tell
We
about
get some feedback and the radio.
Oh,
I don't know what's happening.
you still get the feedback?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll check with our technical team.
I don't know. Because if you listen at the end, they stop.
Oh,
Okay. Let it get soon again.
Oh.
Okay. We'll go check with the technical team. So, you first break up. Tell we.
First of all, I tell you plenty thank you. This radio, I don't like her so much.
Oh, thank you so
And
much.
I make me to understand what you know, Sabi.
Mm-hmm.
And we say what they call they give some ideas that one will understand from this radio.
Mm-hmm.
So they tell us plenty thank you for that effort.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you. And thanks the cat. One day I can't get along.
Mm-hmm.
My viewer I like so much. I can so much.
Mm-hmm.
And then to Sunday stay 2 years back.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, God can say, forget the left for me.
Mm-hmm.
And the sister no but we love. At the area, all man no but we love.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, little time, I bike at the right.
Mm-hmm.
So, that way, men to Kande, they look this way. They look now, they look where they look in this side, they look this of one day, can get the left for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, we can get in the left. I decide to upon my friend, I decide to go answer the left. The man is working now, because I didn't kind of English to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Then the war to a sister, go to a sister, go to my friend, go, I call 2-3 people, go, and they call it the king. They ask her, they say, "You are giving everything at this guy." And myself, I accept, not denying, I accept. At the only time, carry another thing, a sister, and then one guy, and today, really love. This is sister, and she knew you know, for me. So why? Instabil, Yahweh, today. And then the time the then it's come on, go put money, answer the then. In the meantime, I just carry it. This kid, you don't marry to other man.
Wow.
Don't marry to other man.
Oh, wow.
So, I carry this information, and at the end, the lady come back, kind of host a factor and deny, say, his sister he married, he attend to, but not just something the eye, any carry.
That's true.
The lady got the ball.
Oh, wow.
That was an entanglement indeed.
Yeah.
In your explanation, I mean, he said he was in love with somebody, he fell in love with somebody, she got pregnant, and she told him that it was his, and he answered to it, and later found out that she was in love with somebody else, and then she in fact got married to somebody else. And you know, the dilemma is that his child or is that someone else's child? That's a hard one.
Well, and see, DNA they know, so I think they should definitely do DNA and try to figure out whose
child is it? Yes. Biologically. Indeed.
That's
and
a real entanglement.
It is a real entanglement. And don't forget, you're listening to Radio Fry 97.1 FM. You can call us on 088-971-971 to join our conversation this morning on First Break Up. We do have some tips for you in this second hour. We're not experts, by the way, but we've got some expert advice online that we're going to share with you, maybe to help you along in your breakup.
Right.
And we have some messages on Facebook as well that would like to read, so that you can see and you can hear what others are saying. So we have one from Mustafa Sonny, who says sometimes it's good to break up because there's something that you learn from it. Yeah, generally.
That's
We've
good.
said that as well.
That's good. If it's not working out.
Sure. Then we have from Adbin Smith. He says, great songs. Good morning, the queens of the airways, the Fry queens. Oh, thank you very much for that compliment.
I think we have a text message here.
Yes.
I think the tip that we have that about things that will help you after the breakup might be of help to this person. He says, good morning, guys in the studio. I have been in a relationship with a girl for over 4 years now, but we both being in the line for breakup due to misinformation. Please, I am in need of some advice.
Okay, we're going to provide some advice for you. It is not from us personally.
No.
It is from out there on the internet. What we found out about some advice that experts, some psychologists give to some of us that go through heartbreaks. And my own very short, I'm just going to cut it very straight
Yeah,
to the
because I
point.
was just about to say we need to hear yours.
My own personal story is that I'm somebody that loves hard, I would say.
Yeah.
Like when I love somebody, I really put my all and all. I invest everything in that person. And growing up when I was younger, the relationship I was in was like 6.5 years. I invested my time in somebody because I felt that when you're with somebody, you should really try your level best. You should not be moving from one to the other. Yes. And he was immature. And he would always break up with me, get back with me, break up with me, like repeatedly. And I would always be crushed every time he does it. Like my whole world crushes because I know how much I've invested in the relationship and I really don't want it to end. And he would use that against me. And it just kept going on and on. And to some point I reached and I was like, you know what? I don't think I can do this anymore. It's too heart-wrenching for me. And he might lead me to do things that I don't actually want to do, like go into depression or start thinking about ending my life and things like that. So I didn't want to be in that negative space. I'm somebody who loves to be in positivity. The moment you put me in a negative space, that's the end of me. So I saw how everything about me, I was losing the essence of myself. Like the way I dress, the way I talk, whether I go out with my friends or not, like all of those things were squashed because I wanted to pay attention to him, and he felt like I wasn't giving him enough attention. But one day when I woke up, I prayed about it. I was like, Jesus,
It's me and you.
it's me and you. Listen, yeah, if this is the guy for me, fix him.
If it's not,
If it's not, take me out of this right now. I don't want to be in this relationship. And one morning I woke up and it was almost like all the love that I ever had for him went. I'm telling you. And that was the day I made up my mind that I was not going to be with him. And I broke up with him. But I did it out of good intentions because of how he was making me feel.
Yeah.
It was hurting me for 6.5 years. And I didn't want to continue to be in that.
No.
Don't forget you're listening to Radio Fry 97.1 FM. We are sharing our own personal stories just to give you encouragement that everybody
Yeah.
goes through some sort of a heartbreak. You can call us on 088-971-971 to be part of the show today. The topic is first breakup, and we want to know what's your first breakup experience, and then what are the lessons learned? What did you learn from it? And my own lesson, because now I'm married, I met a
Right.
wonderful guy. I made up my mind just like you. I
Right.
had some time, some space to myself first, because I realized that I had to understand who I am first and what do I want. How do I love me, and then find a way to love somebody else. I should not depend on somebody else to know what love is.
Right.
I should know what love is in the first place. And then my relationship with God really, really helped. Like
Yeah,
getting
that's
closer to
that's
God,
very
focusing
important.
more on God, and focusing on what life is about first. Trying to achieve some of those things in life first. And then I realized that in the world, things come to you after. You don't have to run and rush because everybody else is, in a relationship, or everybody else has a boyfriend, or whatever it is. You don't have to rush. You can take your time. That good person, that right person is going to come to you as long as you are patient.
Right.
You focus on what is most important in life, and everything else pretty much falls into place. And when I met my husband versus what I was experiencing, I now realize what a healthy relationship
Relationship,
is.
yes.
And to this day, I'm happy that I met him, because he taught me what the true essence of love really, really is. Not that we don't have, we're humans, right?
yeah,
We'll
of
have
course.
disagreements here and there, but it's how we deal with the disagreements, or with whatever problems or qualms that will come our way. We always find a way to deal with it. And because he literally is my best friend, we rarely argue. To be honest with you, we rarely argue. But when we do have a disagreement, it's more explaining what is happening, not the emotion behind it. Like
Right.
if you did something like you stepped on my toe, I would not start calling you names. I would say, Camera, you stepped on my toe. And I not like how you tinapa me foot.
Right.
Rather than you to call, you remember last year what you do, so you begin call all those things, or you focus on the emotion. It doesn't help. I realize that when you focus on, now wait, they talk to me, so it doesn't help. It doesn't help the conversation. It doesn't help the relationship. And it turns your attitude towards something that's not very important.
Right.
Yes, because what's important is, how do I deal with an issue? Because an issue is always going to come. Just like when a Christian is a Christian, when you become a Christian and you're trying to live God-like life, it doesn't mean trials are not going to come your way. The Bible tells you that, listen, yeah, you're going to be persecuted for this.
Yeah.
So expect it already. Just like in a relationship, yes, expect some sort of negativity. Like you're saying, everything is not going to be sugary and rosy
no.
and, perfect and no problems and no argument. No, you're lying to yourself. Don't lie to yourself like that.
That's a fairy
Expect
tale
it to
that doesn't
happen.
exist. It's like saying we live happily ever
Yeah.
after. Happily ever after requires work.
Yes, indeed, it does. A lot of work, a
Yeah.
lot of understanding, a lot of empathy, a lot of listening. Listening is very, very key. Communication is very, very key. Openness to know that, okay, there's somebody else that feels this other way that I don't feel. Let me put myself in that person's shoe for a minute and think and feel like that person. Why is this person saying this to me? Why does this person act this way? Don't just jump into conclusions.
Right.
Yeah. So you can call us on 088-971-971. Camera has some tips for us if you are going through a breakup.
So if you are going through a breakup and you're listening right now, one important thing that you need to keep in mind is you need to give yourself some space. You don't need to shut out your ex out of your life, but it might be helpful to try to avoid the person for a while after the breakup, this can mean online too. I know some people become professional stalkers when they break up with their ex because they need to know what they're up to, what pictures are they liking. But it is important that you reframe, like you tell yourself, do not do this. If it requires you for block them for a while, please go ahead and block them for a while.
That's it. Ooh, okay, it's just
that's
a
a
flash.
flash. After they wait for the call, you can call. No worries. The number is 088-971-971. I think this call will come in. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, your name and also the call from, please.
This is Analyzer.
Mr. Analyzer, what are you analyzing for us this morning?
Yeah, this is Analyzer right from Cannabis Street calling Ali running the postman who is not on video flat.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, thank you very much indeed. So I just want to say good morning, after good morning to all of staff of video flat. Of course, and we get on prayer, not yesterday morning, we get on up. How the video be off, now for the full line will be off. By the way, and we the call after we follow. Galuna 2020, thanks for these wonderful presentations. We only follow video flat live.
Okay.
Really, I like the program because we follow. So I tell them about 2020, and I just want to say, shall wish to darling, new star for tomorrow.
Sure.
There are so we know that we the forbidden down by the grace of God.
Amen.
Tell them out, the best about it, they happen all over the country and across.
Okay.
Obviously, that this video I would invite really go far away, really the barriers and all the rest of the countries. So after 2020 time, once more, I'll be running Mr. Analyzer, the first man standing where he start for first call that it's the flat line. Thank you very much. After 2020 time, I'm out. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Oh, well, that's Ali Darami. I like all
Long
entitled.
intro.
Yes. He's a very interesting personality. Well, before we take that call, another caller to come in. Okay. Good. Good morning. Okay, that's a flash.
Uh-oh.
Make sure you call. Not
Yes,
a shame.
you can call
no
us
shame.
on 088-971-971. Even on WhatsApp, we'd receive your call, your
Right.
messages, text messages, whatever. We'd read all of them.
Well, so they wait for the. Well, okay. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Your name and also the call from, please.
Yeah, Tina Kinema actually got the ball right now after the call. Also, I was on the Kinema, that's the actually.
Okay.
I will get the radio station clearly, loud and sound. I can, if I'm in the car, I'm ready for family to listen to us. We start this program before Christmas.
Thank you so much.
Because always I want the music, I want the kind of music, the get Of course, Umaru Masakwe.
Okay.
I don't for Teaching Service Commission. I came in as a district officer.
Okay.
It's a very good radio, and then at one moment, I'm not able to listen, they feel a bit missing something. Because the presenters are all presentable from their sounds, from their voice. However, I will get time again for call.
Okay.
Okay.
For share my experience with you now.
Okay.
I just do a first call with an introduction of such.
Okay.
Thank you so
We get
much.
ready for all over.
Oh, thank you very much for your contribution. We do appreciate you calling us and telling us what you think about Fry Fry, how far and wide you can hear Fry Fry, the signal, and we enjoy that you enjoy what we offer to the public. Thank you.
That is really good. It's good to know that we're doing something, meaningful. So,
Yes.
and okay, so let me just.
They don't want to leave you alone.
No, they don't. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Fry Queen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I've been TJ Smith.
How? Yes, this is Admin. How are you?
Fine,
thank you.
And you?
I'm okay. Interesting topics. Interesting topic today. Brenda, first time you break up. I think I want to share mine, but I'm married though. I don't let me have jealous, backward jealous, so I go for make and quick.
Yeah, they can quick no more.
Because that time they are not being meter. It is like 20 years and more ago. I
Wow.
was still at the Prince of Wales. I think I'm in the try for write MWAS exam. And I have this lady, Victoria. I wouldn't call her surname. We don't start this relationship for a while. But then for 3 years, and she was a virgin. You know, then they say, we want to keep the virgin first. You say that they keep on for you. And then she went to Connaught for holiday. After 3 years, we don't date, we can't find myself, we go out. Nothing was happening, eh? We just love ourselves, care, buy roses. We go out, go nice sports, economy sports, where we go, then they. But she was my first love. Anyway, I love her so much with everything I had. But then she went to Connaught, come back. We had planned that at some point we will try to, break the ice. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Right.
But then when she came back and the ice had been broken from Connaught already, so that thing they been shock me. And she could not say, and I find out later, and she told me, then go for some my uncle na Connaught, and family married, so she had to break the ice. That thing they make, I was going to fail my WAS exam. It was not easy for me because I had devoted 3 years to her and spent quality time with her. It was not easy, It takes me time for that come back together. But like you say, Cameron, waiting helped me at the time. I try for just because we've been there around Godrich. What I try for pull myself away from Godrich and come back towards Wilberforce. Because the more I there around them, I see I'm phone we are not too that much. WhatsApp not been there. So the more I there around Godrich, I see I'm the more painful it becomes. So I decide not for go side to go, decide the way I know say if I go and I go meet her, I not been a good day. And then it helps me. Fast forward it 10 years after, I see I'm back and we see yourself, and it was something else. But then I've been feeler really. So it's hot, but then that's how I deal with it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you for that wonderful contribution. I think that is one of our dedicated listeners, actually.
Yes.
We're all young. We were all young and crazy ones. Good morning. Your name and who side you call from, please?
It is Umaru. Just called.
Omaru.
Yeah. I'm now online back.
Yeah, okay.
Just as to the topic, it's been interesting, when they grow up. Of course, me say married, and I get picking. When I completed university, I began somebody with me, and the day I try for go up into university for me. When I complete, instead the third year, I complete. When it completes, we decide to stay together. But actually told me that because I began to picking him after I began university about with a lady, and that be able to accept them actually. So with that, it began to disturb me a bit. That's why this, But however, life is going slowly for me, and it's good now because when you did in the first love, you get a disappointment. The rest can just be something like a story to you. You will move up with, actually.
Right.
But it was a bit painful, and then it was not a good experience for me. So because I've been investing on somehow, gain the courage, and even in time for go to university and for the college. Actually, at that time, that was around 2008, 9, something like that. Yeah. Okay. But then it's good now. We're moving on. One other thing I will add to the radio is a good one. You keep it up.
Thank you.
And then you have a good listeners around. Be sure of that.
Okay.
And I will always contribute to the radio as far as we're concerned. Make sure we tell all the people that Radio Frafra is around, because all of us are going to be fried in that Radio Frafra. Thank you very much, and stay blessed.
Thank you so much for calling us.
Thank you. Oh, wow. I think the first heartbreak, that's always, it's always like it defines your life. It defines how you respond to people. It defines how you respond to love and every other thing. Well, the phone lines.
Hello.
Good morning. Yes, your name and who side you call from, please.
I'm Devin James. I'm calling from Menendez Street. I love you guys. I love this program.
Okay.
Thank you.
Actually, Yeah, actually, you're making me get a lot of experience from this program. I appreciate you guys a lot.
Oh, we appreciate you too.
Okay, I just want to know your name, guys. Get up here.
My name is Kamara, Sarah Kamara.
And I'm Brigitte.
Aisha Kamara.
Kamare.
Amari.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm Brigitte.
Man, I'm still listening.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much
I'll
for
call-
joining us.
Okay, you are really appreciate it, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
So let's continue with the advice because some people do need some
No, they
small
do.
advice on getting over a breakup because it's really not easy.
No, it's not. Breakfast? Breakfast? If you have been served breakfast. Oh, well.
The phone lines are very hot today. You guys, share your
You
stories.
guys,
We're here.
We're here. Share your
Hello?
stories. Yeah, good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank
and
you.
I'm Albert from Makama.
Albert from Makama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have a story you want to share with us this morning?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll listen.
You know, my best dog. I'm a lover boy. My
Okay.
guy. White guy. Bad guy.
Voila.
Nice guy.
Oh my God.
Well, my contribution is that I want to know what the meaning of LOVE.
You want to know what the meaning of LOVE? I think
You-
that's
you should
love.
tell us because you seem to be a professional at this. You gave us a very good intro.
Hello. Oh no,
Mr. Lover Boy.
He wants to know what what is the meaning of LOVE?
Yes, callers out there, please call and tell him what's the meaning of LOVE. He wants to know. Mr. Loverboy wants some tips.
Yeah, he definitely wants to know. So as we wait for the call, I think we need to go down to the tips, right? I think the first one was give yourself some space. You don't need to shut your ex out of your life, but it might be helpful to try to avoid the person for a while after the breakup. This can mean online too. So don't go ahead and become a professional stalker, please. And the second one is keep busy. You might find yourself with too much free time on your hands, especially on weekends. Please plan ahead and do things that you usually enjoy. This is very, very, very important.
It is.
Okay, I think it's Mr. Loverboy still trying to get us. I think that's very, very important because most of the time, okay, there's another caller on the line.
Sure.
Good morning.
Hello. Yeah, good morning.
Your name and who side the call from, please.
I call from Jewel. This is Njai, you see.
Okay, enjoy.
Enjoy. Good morning.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure I get anything like believing, say, if what you don't do in other relationships, you go come to. I don't know if I get that belief.
Dana Kama.
That's karma. What goes around comes around. That's what people say. But it may not necessarily happen to you. It depends on.
Hello?
Yes, will they listen?
Yeah, well, they tell me they come up. I don't not only break the heart of people or woman there. I kill woman there slowly with breaking heart.
Wow.
Oh, Mr. Enjoy.
So the time now I decide say, well, make I just forget about everything, pack my house in order. I can't decide for married. But it just felt like I meet the wrong person.
Oh.
But before they go into the marriage, the person, in your brother, he want me say, do not marry this person.
Oh, wow.
He say, if you marry this person, now the worst experience you go get.
Wow.
I go ahead and marry the person. Since I married the person, the longest time I get peace in my life now 22 days.
Wow.
After almost a year away with it. But no, man, I don't know if other people like you now in the flag me. I don't know. Or which I me don't do before in the thing where they really flag me. I don't know. But really, I'm a lucky old man, but it break me heart totally.
Oh.
When I still married?
Oh yeah, well the married no done it because we know they together again, but
Okay.
on paper we still married. But inside my heart, we're not married again.
Okay.
So, yeah, so that's my own experience with it. I don't know if now wait till me don't do the past, now I can suffer where the time I ready for put me house in order.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I don't know.
thank you for your contribution. Thank you for calling Radio Fry 97.1 FM. Don't forget you can call us on 088-971-971. But with regards what our caller is saying,
Mr. Njai.
yes, there's no I wouldn't say that like you get some kind of force with the tonangi, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Although people do believe what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
Generally, yes, if you continue in the same pattern, usually it does not end up in a good space. But like how we were talking about healthy relationship,
Right.
it first starts from there. Choosing the right person. How do you choose the right person in the first place? Because if you just choose somebody because they're beautiful or you don't have like strong qualities, then maybe you might end up in a relationship that is not healthy.
Right.
Because you only chose one fetish part of the person that you liked.
Right.
On Saturday we spoke about some of the qualities that are required
For a healthy
in a person.
yeah.
Yes. And then how do you know you are in a healthy relationship? So before you even enter into marriage, you should be able to like pick some of these things out. Do you argue all the time? If you do argue, how do you settle dispute? Does the person allow you to communicate freely? Are you able to be yourself? If you can answer all those questions, does a person lift you up? Does a person help you to grow? If the answer is yes, then yes, most likely this is a good person for you.
Right.
But if you cannot answer most of those questions, then it is not a healthy relationship and you have chosen the wrong one.
I think people also need to understand that sometimes love is just not enough.
Yes.
Love is just people tend to focus, because I love this person. You can love the person, but then you check out all these things.
Yeah.
They're not really the perfect partner for you. So sometimes you have to overlook love and focus on what makes the person a perfect partner, him or her, for you.
Yes.
And this person has a belief system already in place. Like he already believes that probably his actions of the past are catching up with him. So I feel like if whatever you believe manifest into your life.
Yes.
And if that's his belief, then I feel like he needs to go back. And if he can reach out to all those people that he have hurt in the past and try to seek forgiveness, ask them, now forgive me. I was young. I was naive. I was navigating through life. I thought I was the it guy back then, but I had no good idea. So now that I know who I am and I've experienced it, and I can't say I don't feel I don't understand. So if you can go big there now, I think that will set you free and it will give you a chance in your future relationship.
Indeed.
But we get a caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Hello.
Yes, we're here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I really, really want to appreciate you people. You are making my day.
Oh, thank you so much.
I am enjoying the program.
That's great. Thank you so much
And
for joining us.
what makes it amazing? What makes it amazing? The two of you have strange names, so lovely, and I wish I am in the studio now.
Oh, you can join us anytime. 49 Johnson Street.
Unfortunately, I am far away. I am in Bo, and I would love to join you one day in the studio to share my own experience with you.
Sure.
We will appreciate that.
What's your breakup story?
All right, that's good. Continue the good work, and just believe that we are good listeners, and we always want to be with you. Thank you for the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
I think this one just wants to commend us. So thank you. We appreciate it.
Indeed.
So Mr. Njai, please, if you still feel like your past is catching up with you, try to reach out to the people that you can reach out to from your past and sincerely apologize.
Yes.
I think remorse is very important in anything, and even if they don't forgive you, God will see your heart and set you in the right path for the right person.
Sure.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Your name and where you call from, please.
I call from Kamakwe. My name is Abdullah Bangora.
Kamakwe. Good morning.
Yeah, really enjoy the program.
Thank you.
The program very fine.
Okay.
Then I like the way man now they approach people and the way they talk to people. I hope when they keep it up, it's very nice.
Yes.
Well, really the program very fine. I enjoy the program. Thank you. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Much love.
Okay. Oh, I like that.
I have some messages on Facebook. Under the comments, we have from Alim Mans. He says, nice interaction, Brigitte Dalton to say, and Sarah Kamara, you have done well. Keep it up. And we have Sean Andrew who says, kudos, Brigitte and Kamara. You guys have, you guys have raised the bar.
Okay.
And I have my person here, Samuel Senese, who is sharing his story.
Okay.
You know, he started by explaining, so now he's explained. So, listeners out there, this is Samuel Senese's story. Okay. So he says, I met my childhood friend last month after separated about 9 years back. We exchanged contacts. We started chatting through WhatsApp. That very night I told her about the love I have for her since we were kids, but the problem was that she was dating my friend. Oh, she was dating my friend.
An entanglement.
Yes, when we were about 15 to 16 years. When they moved to Waterloo, she gave me a chance into her heart, so I decided to meet her. So we met. That was when she told me she has a daughter. At the age of 3 years, I felt deep pain in my heart. So love can't be defined. So after that, I visited her parents. After a long time, we both decided to tell mom about the relationship. So she told her mom about it, and the reply was, Samuel, not your is Samuel not your brother? Her reply was, is Samuel not your brother? Because they've been friends since like childhood.
Right, and the girl have been dating Samuel.
Yes, and but she was also dating somebody else. And the daughter said, no, Samuel was my friend. So the mom agreed. Early this month, January, my parents decided to travel to Dubai for a job. So I informed her last night. She started crying and text me back, just go and never call me again.
So basically he has been served breakfast
Today. Well, not this month, sorry. Yes.
This month.
Last night, sorry.
Oh my God. I think we really need to share these tips for him to be able to know how to navigate this new experience of his. We have a caller on the line. Good morning. Your name and where you call from, please.
Yeah, every morning.
Fine, thank you.
I call from Kamakwi.
Kamakwi, okay. So your own contribution this morning?
My own
contribution, yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, listen.
My own contribution, woman, with a fine voice.
Okay.
Now one so.
With a fine voice.
Who's woman dandy?
That other way, get a fine voice, you are just a fine voice.
So what do you want to tell him?
Well, I want to ask me, Kadi far, I don't get the voice really. I like our voice today.
Okay.
Kadi far, I'm a driver.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You're not the driver, you don't hear the voice, you like the voice.
Yeah, I like it. I like the voice.
Okay, they hear you.
I want name. I want a name. I want to give me phone number. Yeah.
Mr. Loverboy. Okay.
Okay, I will tell him, yeah? I will tell him. Thank you very much for joining me this morning.
Abla Jabi.
Okay, I'm Abla Jabi from Kamakwi. Okay, I will tell him. Oh my God. I think now your voice.
Okay.
Now your voice.
He's confused. I they talk Creole, I they talk English.
So.
It can confused right now. Not me. Something not me they talk about.
So for this messenger, I think we need to go through this tips on how to help him, because right now, trust me, being served breakfast, oh my God, that is the worst feeling. I think I'll be on the second point where you say keep busy. You might find yourself with too much free time on your hands, especially on the weekends. Please plan ahead and do things that you usually enjoy. This is very, very important, because sometimes, you have been living life together with this person and your plans always include them. So to separate yourself, you have to keep busy. You have to do things that you actually enjoy, that will take your mind off whatever that you're feeling. And take out time for yourself. Do things that you find relaxing, like watching a movie, playing or listening to music, meditating, reading, or playing sport. That is very important. I mean, that's why you focus on self-improvement.
Yeah.
Learning to enjoy your own company, learning to enjoy time, find things that you enjoy doing alone. Because only when you learn how to enjoy time by yourself, when you enjoy your own company, when you learn to love yourself, that's when somebody else can come in your space and love you right.
Exactly.
And the other point is talk to friends and family and others who can support you. It is okay to want some time to yourself, but hanging out with supportive people helps get your mind off things and get a different perspective. So you see, that is very important. I hope you're listening or anybody else. But we have a caller on the line, so let's take this caller before we go to the 2 last points.
Oh, okay, we missed that call.
Okay, yeah, we missed that caller. Okay, so getting to the next point is try not to use alcohol or any other drugs to deal with the pain. While they might help you feel better at first, the after effect will leave you feeling much worse. I think most people make this mistake. You know, they tend to tell us, I don't want to feel this way. So then just dive into alcohol, whatever drugs they can access. Well, let's get this caller first. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Our first lady.
Yeah, I get so excited when I hear a woman. Your name and who's that you to call from, please?
My name is Sia, and I'm calling from Aberdeen.
Sia from Aberdeen.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when are your contribution this morning to the program?
My contribution this morning is my first time of dating. Because I have never dated before.
Okay.
And then
You don't mind to speak a bit louder?
the boy that I dated was behind our house where the boy grew.
Okay. Oh no.
Sia, we want to hear your story.
Come on.
Yeah.
It
call
sounds
us
really
back.
interesting.
You can call us on WhatsApp. We'll pick up your call.
Yeah. Call us on WhatsApp.
088-971-971. That's the number to call. 088-971-971. We're still continuing with our tips.
Yeah. And try not to use alcohol, of course, and any other drugs to deal with the pain. While they might help to make you feel better at first, but the side effect will leave you feeling much worse. People make this mistake all the time. They think alcohol or drugs or whatever it might help take the pain away, but the thing is just temporary.
Yeah.
Right? It just makes you feel better for, like, let's say 1 or 2 hours. And after that, the pain comes back, hits you harder, and you start to depend. And that's how people tend to become drug addict or alcohol, the result
Alcoholics.
of become alcoholics. So refrain from that, please. If not, cry Steph, for cry the cry.
Cry at one.
Cry bing.
We're receiving another call on WhatsApp.
Another call on WhatsApp. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you're calling from, please.
This is Sean.
Okay.
I'm calling from Freetown.
Okay. So you got your contribution to the program this morning?
Yeah, I actually follow the program on Facebook. And
Okay.
you guys are doing pretty well. You guys are doing really, really good job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, kudos to Brigitta, and you guys are doing well. I actually get a heartbreak story. I was watching you guys and you said something about love not being enough. I fell into in a relationship last year, well, 2 years ago, and it was a very serious relationship where
Right. I'm listening.
really we can't forget married.
Okay.
But at some point in the relationship, you can't realize that even though the love was there, but the emotions were there, but there were just fundamental differences we wanted for get over. Like she was falling, like income from all the way south, and I'm from West Africa, I'm Sierra Leonean, so we get certain values that we just not able for marriage, and no matter how hard it is, no matter how much effort, like as I'm speaking now, I still love her, she still loves me, but we know it just can't work. Like there are things she demands that I can't give, and there are things I demand that she can't give. Like so earlier on this year, I think it was December, late last year. We just decided to call the relationship off.
Wow.
So I think I'm talking about it because I feel like the more I talk about it, the less pain I will feel, but it's still hurt. Yeah.
We understand.
We understand.
We
Trust us.
understand. So thank you for calling and contributing your heartbreak story to us. It is difficult when you are in love with somebody, but it's just not working.
Right.
Like everything just seems not to be falling into place, and you're thinking like, what's going on? Like, are we supposed to be with each other? Are we meant for each other? But as we said, there's certain qualities and actions that really have to take place.
It's like how they say women are from Mars and men are from Jupiter or something, or Venus or whatever.
From Venus.
I don't know how they say it.
Yeah, something like that. It's something like that.
I'm like, shoot, dude, like how hard could it be? Like, why can't you hear me speaking, and why can't I seem to understand what you're saying as well? Like, what's wrong?
Yes. So
like, I love you, you love me, we know that, but it's just not working.
Probably you guys just need some time apart. Time apart tends to help people. It tends to put things into perspective.
Yep, to refocus.
You know,
everything.
sometimes you think your love should be enough right now, but sometimes you can. There's this thing when they call the right person, the wrong time. You know, so some time apart might help you guys better understand each other, understand your individuality, and then probably in the future when you guys come together, there's better understanding of what exactly you want, and that can breed understanding on the dynamics of the relationship. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay. So thank you very much for joining me this morning.
So much. I just thought I should share my story. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying the show, by the way.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
Okay.
All right, and you take care.
I don't know why, but it's like we should not get enough time, right? I'm just looking at the time and it says
to pick up all the
10:51, and we're just having so many calls this morning, and we're still on our tips. You know what? We need to extend this time. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, your name and who you the call from, please.
Good morning.
Yeah.
I'm named Isaac. I come from Calbaton.
Ooh, good morning.
Good morning. Me, I don't get happy for love, but
you don't mind if I turn down the volume of your radio, please?
I say, my parents, they don't love me, my girlfriend.
Your parents do not love your girlfriend?
Hello?
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 Yes, we're here. Okay. I don't think that's a very good call.
I don't think that's a very, very good call.
Yes.
We only have a couple of more minutes, so I think we need to stop with the calls for now and just get down to the messages.
Yes.
And
we have a message on Facebook from Margaret Sano. She says, good morning, ladies. This topic is so emotional this morning. Well, I'm still healing from a shocking heartbreak, which I never imagined would happen. P.S. I've never really encountered a heartbreak growing up because I was always in the habit of ending a relationship once I started getting some bad energy to save myself from a heartbreak. But this one was really shocking and unexpected. Please reshare the healing tips. And Adbin Smith says, great show, ladies. We'll continue with our tips because we really want you to just, get some tips, because that's the whole point of the show, so that you can find some healing. And our last caller is currently in a relationship, and he said they both love each other, but it's just not working. And part of the tips is that sometimes it's good to just have time apart to refocus your mind again. Maybe when you're in it, you're not really seeing the true picture.
Right.
But maybe when you just take some small space or a break, you get to really understand, what do you actually want?
Yeah.
What do you actually love about this person?
Yeah.
Why do you think this person would be the one for you to get married to? Start assessing some of those things. Do we help each other to grow? Am I interested in what she's doing, even if it's not really what I'm interested in, but I'm interested to help her to grow?
Right.
Do I love just little things like maybe the way she laughs or maybe the way she handles argument. Because even in love, when you argue, you still find some things cute about the person.
Yeah.
Like you like some people like stomp when they're angry,
Right.
or if they're angry, say, I need cook food for you, or then they cook food for you, then we'll cook some soba meal for you, then carry it, they say, this is that's one bad data. You know, sometimes you find funny things in what the person does, even though in that moment it might not be a good moment, but you still love them, so you still find something cute about them. So sometimes space is very, very good. It helps you to know yourself.
Exactly.
And that's important.
I think we need to understand the importance of falling in love with ourselves, because most people tend to focus on, how this other person love me.
Yes.
You know, so how this person, other person love me, right? But we forget that the most important love is how we love ourselves. When we love ourselves, it becomes easier for somebody else to love you.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't love themselves, and they just expect another person to love them. But how do you expect somebody to love you if you not love if you not love yourself?
Yeah.
It becomes really, really difficult for even love you, because you don't even know your own love language.
Yeah.
A lot of people have different love. Like when you love yourself, you understand, okay, this is what I want. Like this is my love language. Like for me, I would say my love language is words of affirmation, quality time together. You know, call me, text me, let me know that you this. If I put on a clothes and I look good, tell me I look good. You understand? I need us like, okay, let me spend time together. Just go, even if we're not doing anything, we're not going to the club or anything, but let's just relax, watching a movie together. For me, I feel good about that. That's my love language.
Yeah.
And somebody else's love language might be
Gifts,
hugs,
hugs.
you understand, like physical touch.
Yeah.
It breeds intimacy. So when you understand yourself, you love yourself, you understand, okay, this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for, it becomes easier. But then if you're just going, I like this person, how they smile, or the taste of your food, then but then there are other factors in relationship as well that you need to consider that will lead to marriage and stuff. You know, easy. When people tell me I don't married for 50, 30 years, be like, whoa, how do you do it? I'm in a 2 years relationship and it's not working. Like, how you guys been together for 30, 50, 40 years and you guys are still very much in love? And you ask them, they will tell you, first things first, learn how to love yourself. It's very, 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 very important.
It is. And we do have some expert advice as well. Experts say whatever you're feeling now won't last forever. No. That's one thing you need to bear in mind. It's just a moment. It may take some time to get over and recognize there will always be good days and there will always be bad days. That's a very good one.
Yeah, that's a very good one.
Just know that this feeling is not forever and there will always be good days and there will always be bad days. Maybe it's bad days for now, but the good days are also going to come. Eventually. And if you ended the relationship, it doesn't necessarily make the breakup decision any easier.
No.
You know?
I think it makes it 2 times harder.
Yeah, because you're the one that has to dish it out. It's very, very difficult. And it says, if someone ended the relationship with you, it also doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. Try not to take it personally because relationship breakups happen all the time.
This is very important that we said this right now.
Yes.
This is what I was telling a friend of mine a few days ago. We tend to hold ourselves responsible for the actions of other people. It has absolutely nothing to do with it. It doesn't necessarily mean that something is wrong with you. It just means with this particular person, things are not working out.
Yeah. It's not working. And it says it's better to not be in a relationship than to be in a bad one. Remember, you don't have to be in a relationship to feel happy. No. That's another very important thing. Because we all run to relationship hoping that we'll find happiness there. And it's not always you will find happiness there. Happiness is everywhere else. Yeah,
I don't think I should be quoting this person because him and his wife, they have become a controversial figure when it comes to relationship with Smith and Jaden Smith. Yes. But you pick the sense out of the nonsense. And he said something about, he told Jaden once when they're having a conflict in their marriage that I am not responsible for your happiness. You are responsible for your happiness. So you cannot put that on me. And that is a huge responsibility. You're not going to expect another person can be your whole source of happiness. Anything can happen. With you might know you're not reliable. Even if they don't break up with you, they might die. So what happens? That means as the that person dies, your source of happiness don't die. That's it for you. No, you need to be able to make yourself happy. Like just like Allah, you make yourself love yourself first. And then you go out and then you able to dish out happiness and receive happiness as well.
Sure. I mean, you can still have happiness with somebody else, but we understand the angle that you're coming from.
Yeah.
You should not put your whole expectation and your whole thoughts about life on this one individual, because it could end up in a bad way and you end up really, really broken. So the key thing we're trying to say is, you have to remember that it's better to not be in a relationship sometimes than to be in a very bad one. You don't have to force yourself to be with somebody if it's not working. And many people, many people feel upset or angry during this time. Always make sure you're safe in how you express your feelings.
Right.
And try not to feel embarrassed or worry about how the situation will look to others. Now is the time to focus on yourself, because we also think about that. If I break up with this person, what will my family say? What would this person say? No, I don't want to let go of this person, because if I let go, this other person will come and take this person. Stop. It's either the person is for you,
that's where
or they're not for
obsession.
you.
That's where obsession comes from. Thinking that person was made for you and just you.
But you know, some people enter a relationship for selfish reasons.
Right.
Like, for example, you're quite a well-known person, and someone could enter into a relationship with you because they feel like they would have some sort of fame or whatever it is that they might get from you.
That's true.
And they might not like everything about you, but they're willing to suffer just because of that one particular part that they want to like gain from you.
Yeah.
So that's what this is trying to say.
I get that.
We've run out of time. Unfortunately, we were not able to give all of our tips, but we really do hope that some of the tips that we've given you will help you through a breakup, or maybe it did help you through a breakup.
Yeah.
And if you know somebody who is going through a breakup, please find some advice that you can give them. Share your own personal story. Start from there, because it really does help when you tell somebody else that, you know, I went through this and this is how I overcame, or I went through this, I wasn't able to overcome it, and let that person learn from your own mistakes, and so that them moving forward would not make the same mistakes that you made. We had an amazing time on this show for first breakup. It's not an easy topic. Not everyone feels comfortable sharing their own personal story.
Not everybody feels comfortable relieving that pain again.
Yes, but we were happy to receive all the calls and messages that you guys sent on Facebook, on WhatsApp, to us. And I'm just going to read one last comment that says that comes from James Tambermatha. He says, wow, you guys are experts. I'm watching you from Cockrell, North Wilkinson Road. Thank you so much. I've been Brigitte Dalton Sese.
And I have been Kamara Sarah Kamara. Don't forget to join us tomorrow morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for another edition of The Breakfast Mix. Until then, bye-bye.